Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
We're very grateful to be here with you on this very special moment of the December solstice gateway. So, before we go any further, we just want to wish you a beautiful solstice today. And we hope you can benefit from the energies and benefit from the beautiful transmission that we have prepared for all of you.
We'd love for you to write where you're from so we can consciously connect all of us in this beautiful web of light on this planet. And also, please like and share this video so that as many people as possible can find us, connect to this metaphysical consciousness work that we are so committed to doing. And we would also be very grateful if you would subscribe to this channel. It helps support our work. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, today is also a special day because in our remembership community, we hold already for 4 years the peace flame. And it has become a very beautiful celebration of light and a carrier of prayers. As members of our community have tended to this flame non-stop for 4 years. And they've traveled with it to the most diverse areas of our planets. And the stories that come with it, the experience are just of this planet. So powerful.
Yeah, it's been extremely powerful. People have talked about it, and actually recently I've been with it in South Africa and had it at home, and I've been so surprised at how powerful it is as a being, as a supportive being, to have this flame, this fire burning in the house and carrying the prayers. It's amazing.
It's like amplifying. Yeah, it feels like a whole container of prayers that's coming you. Anyway, we want to really share with you something as we were preparing to download the consciousness for today's meditation, because we did experience some very unusual sensations, and we want to share it. So it may be that you recognize some of these elements.
Yeah, it was really like a trance state where there was downloads of certain energy bands, which would expand through the brain and then into all the cells of the body. And then that would all get translated into words as one sentence or as a paragraph to understand. And normally in the past, when we've had these downloads, there would be enough material to, for a couple of weeks to chew on, to digest, to fully integrate into our frequency spectrum. But this took place within a period of a couple hours with many, many very distinct frequencies. Some like bubbles, others were like waves, and each was touching a different brain center. And every transmission, every wave was absolutely unique and different, recoding the brain and the body in its own specific and precise way. So this is new. This acceleration is absolutely new. We can only say that we feel another milestone. We're asked to recognize this yet another massive acceleration in our consciousness. So if you've been experiencing something like this, then please write below this video what it is that has been coming up for you. It's so interesting to be studying this.
Yeah, really. Welcome again to those who have come in a bit later, or maybe are in a different time zone, to this solstice gathering, which really brings us to a deeper awareness of how we can move our awareness from being a separate point of light to fully entering and becoming the web of life itself. So welcome again, everybody. Please write where you're from. We really would like to consciously connect all the points of light in this beautiful light web of this planet. And as we asked, please like and share this video so that as many people as possible can find us and connect to this metaphysical consciousness work. So thank you for being here, and we would like to take the opportunity to share with you some of the consciousness that has touched us in our last journey to South Africa, as we were called back to our origins. And we felt strongly how the mother was calling her children back home. And this was way more than a call to join a week-long ceremony. It was really a signpost that we would move through a threshold, which we did, a gateway of consciousness with Mother Earth, because she has spoken that the time is now. And in the gathering in South Africa, we listened to her deeply in this field, as did many of our global family at a distance. And I want to thank you for that, because it was so powerful and many things have shifted in that period. Thank you for that.
Yeah, the ceremonial work in these original lands of humanity amplified the white gold flame planetarily. We saw as that was happening. And with it, the Sophia Christ consciousness really amplified through the planetary grid in a very, very significant way. The magnetic field of Gaia activated to new levels. We witnessed incredible tones in many ways of lilacs, pinks, purples, violets, very beautiful colors. And multiple suns of these same colors projected their consciousness into this field, amplifying it and vitalizing it. And our own sun was simultaneously receiving an upgrade from this whole work. It's incredibly powerful to experience and see all these new manifestations.
It opens, as if it opens a whole new book for Gaia. That's how it is. We are back now more than a month, and it's still moving through us, opening new chapters. So the powerful activation of Gaia's grid that week and since then has opened us to yet a higher level of conscious co-creation. We're really accessing ever more powerful tools for alchemizing energies and for bringing in new fields of consciousness. And we felt the increased presence of what is called the Amethyst Order of Light, carrying a very specific transmission of consciousness to support integration during these times of transition.
And also working with this specific consciousness field that is allowing us to balance energies, maybe that may be out of balance or that are out of balance on our planet in a completely different way. Yeah,
it's interesting how the minerals react at the moment in sharing layers of consciousness that we before have not yet been able to access.
Mm-hmm.
So keep an eye on your minerals and stay in close contact.
Yeah. So within this expanded field, we understood that we have begun to co-create within a new alliance. It's the best kind of we can understand it is as a diamond oversoul alliance, which is anchoring in the diamond consciousness of the Divine Mother. It's very, very special. This revealed itself really as a more complex geometrical architecture, which is also bringing in a higher level of coherency, oversight, a higher level of multidimensional awareness. And the next phase of embodied divine intelligence on Earth. You may be feeling this also in your bodies, how our bodies are really absorbing new consciousness, new levels. They're asking for different treatment in a way. We're eating differently. Our experience to moving our bodies is different. Many people are experiencing this in the last weeks.
Yeah, and beauty was also that fields began to open into the Magdalene alchemy process, which will now be made available through our channel as a year-long living transmission. These initiations, they support humanity in reclaiming its rightful place upon its seat of divine sovereignty. We've spoken a lot about that. And then fully restoring soul authority and embodied wisdom. So that's really a beautiful opening that has been given. Another big opening and a big work opened itself, which is about a theme that rose related to our South Africa journey. For many months, we've been feeling the call to resurrect a specific part of the European indigenous soul. And we speak of the European indigenous soul in particular because we feel it's the one that has been most forgotten, or maybe we should say has extinguished itself. Mm-hmm. And it was really clear. We would describe in a way the indigenous soul as the conscious living intelligence of humanity connected to Mother Earth and all her life, which has most been forgotten by the Western mind. And this call became much stronger after visiting South Africa.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. And the presence of Mother Earth in her desire to be with her children has become, I don't know how to rate it, but it's become incredibly strong. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So one of the directions we're committed to now is the resurrection of the Western soul, this indigenous soul of Europe. And within cultures that are shaped by Western civilization. So this is not really about nostalgia or returning to past. It's about remembering the original soul intelligence that knows how to live in right relationship with all living creatures, with the land, with the cycles, with the mystery, with the source. And which has existed all across our planet in the past. We're asked to reconnect to our original soul consciousness and to the inner flame of source that was never meant to be extinguished. This collective soul is being wounded. It's being fragmented. It's being overlaid in a way with forgetfulness at all levels.
But big consequences, right?
Big consequences
all around the world.
Yeah. But it is not totally extinguished. It's there. It is there flickering. It lives inside of us, deep inside of us, as we are part of the body and soul of Gaia. So in a way, it cannot be otherwise. Either, we may know within ourselves the part of us that is a nature priest or priestess, a druid or a druidess, or herbalist, seer, oracle, vision keeper, maybe listening to the other world, or as a flame keeper, tending to the sacred fires internally and externally, or a threshold walker, holding this liminal space between life and death, or the visible and the invisible.
Yeah, also many of us have memories of midwives, water healers honoring the wells, the springs, the rivers, the rain, or sound and chant healers using voice, drum, and breath. Or beyond all of this, simply through a quiet intimacy with the living worlds, as a remembering and a knowing that spirit and matter were never separate and will never be separate. Mm-hmm. So resurrecting this consciousness, bringing it to the forefront, honoring it, respecting it, and living by it. This is really awaiting us in the months and years to come at a collective level. And maybe you want to reflect on that, what it means for you, what means the European indigenous soul, or the Western indigenous soul, if you like, if you don't live in Europe, but if your ancestral history here, or have the culture in your place.
Well, ultimately, the indigenous soul is the same all across our planet. It's just, it has different colors and expresses itself in a variety of tones, and it's beautifully colorful from one place to another. So it's there. We need to spotlight it. We need to put more emphasis on it. We need to bring it so it becomes more central in our lives rather than relegated to the sidelines. So that's what we're talking about. And we will be back to you on this theme for sure in the months to come.
Absolutely. Yeah. So maybe something else before we go in. Over the last weeks, our attention has been brought to, what is in India called the 1,000 Faces of the Divine Mother. and to moving the perception of our energy system beyond being a point of light to becoming the web of life itself. To sense ourselves not as isolated beings who are connected by something outside of us, moving through reality, but rather internally as a vast, intelligent, living, multidimensional lattice. And also in the Indian tradition, this understanding can be expressed through what is called the 1,000 faces of the Divine Mother. Mm-hmm. And the term is used not because the mother is fragmented, but because she is infinitely relational. Each phase is a function of the same living field. So the phase of creation, for example, the phase of nourishment, but also the phase of destruction, phase of memory, of healing, transformation, and so on and so on. And one of her most essential phases is this, what we call the mother as being the web of life.
Yeah, there's this perfect image that expresses this called Indra's net, which is this infinite, multi-dimensional network where at each intersection there's a jewel, and every jewel reflects every other jewel. Nothing exists independently, and every point contains the whole. And while this image is often attributed to Indra, the net itself is the feminine intelligence that weaves, holds, and reflects all reality simultaneously. So this is the shift we're being asked to make from, not necessarily from, but to be held simultaneously, that I am a point of light in the web, and I am also the web aware of itself. And that is going to be the theme of our transmission today. Yeah. Do you want to say anything more about some of those, maybe some aspects?
Well, I mean, we talk here as an example about the Indian culture, but in many cultures, this exists wherever you go around the world. So wherever your culture is based, just feel into it, because it's a universal principle of the Divine Mother in general. And if we're talking about Gaia, Pachamama, the Spider Woman in North America, or the Tao, which is also called the Great Mother. I mean, we can keep on going like that. Or Sophia, Isis. They are all holding these elements, the web of life, in their being.
Yeah, Isis we've worked a lot with. She's the one who holds the knowledge of remembering, of weaving back together what is being fragmented. And in the Gnostic and early Christian streams, Sophia is the one who permeates matter as a compassionate immersion, we could say, into the web of life to guide it back into wholeness. So each of these faces is different. Yeah, brings across a very specific quality.
Well, I mean, this is where it also applies to each of us, right? So when we allow our substance, our cells, our nervous system, our perception to be permeated by her essence, something changes just by nature. We stop trying to control reality, and we begin to weave it consciously. So we begin to sense how every thought, every choice, every relationship sends ripples through the fabric. And we feel when the web is strained, and we feel when it is nourished, and we feel when it's ready to evolve.
And this is really the alchemical work, right?
This is it.
Bringing it into balance.
Yeah.
As we feel these imbalances in the web, to consciously put our attention to balancing.
Yeah, and we don't say it's just as a metaphor. Our bodies themselves are liquid crystalline networks. fascia that connects all our body systems. It conducts information and aligns us with multidimensional fields. As within, so without. So as we restore coherence within our own inner web, we participate in restoring coherence in the planetary and the galactic web. So this is the invitation before us now to be able to move our perception beyond being an individual point of light to also becoming conscious weavers within the sacred multidimensional web of creation. And to allow the Great Mother to think through us, to feel through us, to create through us. And when we remember this, then we build reality through true relationship and taking our place as defined by our soul purpose. So when we do this together, we not only heal ourselves, but we really help the web to remember itself.
Yeah.
So that is what we would like to share with you today on this beautiful solstice.
If you're just coming in, welcome. We're happy that you can join us, or if you're coming in later, welcome. Please write in the comments where you're from. We always love to hear that, and we will slowly get ready to go inside our meditation today. So prepare yourself for this inner journey. Close your eyes and gently bring your attention inwards. Slowly drop into silence and into stillness. And bring your awareness to your breath. Simply follow its natural rhythm as it moves through your body. There's nothing to change, just observe it as you breathe in and out. And with each breath, drop into greater stillness and silence. And feel as the outside world gently begins to fall away. With each out breath, allow yourself to release any threads that are still connected to the outside world. Just let go of any cords that may be asking for your awareness, for your attention. And allow your whole being to surrender into the stillness of this sacred moment. With each breath, surrendering even more into your inner sanctum. And in your inner sanctum, allow yourself to rest in the eternal now. Attune to your own inner field of stillness. Beneath the mind, beneath all sensation, there is a vast silence within you. And this stillness is a portal, always accessible within you. Surrender into the spaciousness of this emptiness, this still field in which all is well. Feel how you drop deeper into the sacred space of your heart. The place of infinite possibility. Do this easily and effortlessly, absolutely intuitively. And feel, sense, see, or know your intimate connection to Mother Earth and to Father Sky, and send them both your love and gratitude for all your life has brought you. And feel how you are living in an extraordinary time when your divinity is being resurrected. All around the earth, heart-centered and awakened souls are gathering, each one contributing to our shared soul mission of creating the new earth. Feel how a radiant field of love naturally emanates from your heart, reaching out to all others. From your heart, allow this soft emanation of love to extend outward to all others who are joining in this co-creation. To every soul ready to rise. And feel the golden grid of love light up across the planet and grow stronger with each breath. We are at a threshold, and this is not a single doorway, but a continuum of thresholds. Feel this moment as a liminal space, a space where the old ways of perceiving reality are dissolving and new ways of knowing are emerging. One threshold we are crossing now is our increasing capacity to create out of nothing. To sense that creation does not arise from effort, but from coherence. And at the same time, another threshold is present. The collective completion of an old paradigm, a way of being human that was built on separation, extraction, and forgetting. Breathe into the awareness that these thresholds are not opposing forces. They are one movement, an ending and a beginning, happening simultaneously. And now, from the holy grail of your divine heart, bring your awareness to our cosmic mother of all creation. Gently greet our divine mother and feel her presence awaken within all the cells of your body as a living, intelligent warmth. A warmth that knows you completely. Soften and merge with her consciousness and allow your sense of self to expand into the vast, luminous web of life she is. Surrender to her creative intelligence. Letting her weave love, coherence, and sacred order through you. For the blessing of all beings. Experience yourself now as a point of light, a singular being of light navigating a vast external world, sometimes coming together with other beings of light to concentrate this light for a purpose. See, sense, or feel what this connection brings, what this perspective brings. How it feels, the sensations that arise from it. The way it manifests. And now let that perception dissolve and sense your awareness expanding beyond the outline of your body, beyond the skin, beyond the breath, and feel your consciousness expanding beyond what we would have in the past related to as the individual self. You are not just connected to the world, but you are made of this fabric. You are a relational being in this web of life. And as your consciousness merges more deeply with the Divine Mother of all creation, visualize or experience within yourself an infinite, multidimensional lattice, a living crystalline web extending in all directions. At each intersection, there is a luminous jewel. And in each jewel, there is the reflection of every other jewel. Nothing exists independently. Every point contains the whole. And the net itself is the feminine intelligence that weaves, holds, and reflects all realities simultaneously. Allow yourself to feel the shift from being a point of light within the web to being the web, aware of itself. And let this recognition settle into all of your cells. Feel how this affects your sovereignty, your sense of your sovereignty. And your creativity. And now feel how you are both the point of light and the web at the same time. Feel the field in which all creation arises. Feel the womb of space that holds the worlds. Feel the energy that cuts stagnation so life can renew itself. Feel natural balance and the law of reciprocity. And feel the force within you that weaves destinies and stories. See, sense, feel, or know that you are able to remember what has been fragmented. Feel Cosmic Mother Sophia within you, permeating matter with compassionate intelligence. And feel the Tao, the consciousness through which all arises effortlessly. You are neither above creation nor outside the web. In your merging with the Divine Mother, you are the web. Aware, loving, and endlessly generative. And now bring your awareness into your physical form. Your body is not solid in the way you may have been taught. It is a liquid crystalline network, a living lattice with a woven network of fascia containing every cell and every system. This inner web mirrors the planetary web with all living creatures on Gaia, the nature kingdom, the human, other populations, the ley lines, the portals, the mountains, the rivers and ocean. How does this feel inside your body? What do you realize about your body temple? This inner web also mirrors the galactic web and the cosmic web. As within, so without. Feel, sense, or see the Divine Mother's intelligence permeating this inner lattice, this inner network, realigning, reharmonizing, restoring coherency, you are being remembered and resurrected into a new form, more complex, more coherent, more unified. And now allow your awareness to come to your soul. Simply resting in the presence of your most original soul signature. Feel your soul as a spacious, luminous field. Ancient, intimate, and from this place, notice that your soul already knows what it came here to receive. Not from ego, desire, or from longing, but from the original impulse that called you into incarnation. Allow this desire to begin to surface. It may come as a feeling, an image, a knowing, or simply a quiet resonance. Don't analyze or edit what comes. Simply allow the soul to speak in its own language. Notice if any resistance appears, fear or doubt or contraction, old beliefs about worthiness or timing, and allow the Divine Mother to hold them within the web. Feel her intelligence gently reweaving these places, including them in the softest way. Our soul's desire does not need to be earned or justified, as it is already aligned with the good of the whole. Breathe into the truth that this desire has already been fulfilled in the field and is waiting to be recognized. Allow the soul to recognize that this desire is already fulfilled in the deeper layers of reality, and nothing needs to be pulled towards you or chased. You simply need to recognize that it is already done and give thanks. Courageously walk the path that allows the fulfilled reality to crystallize. And now feel the love of the Divine Mother moving through you, flowing through your body and through your field. Into your relationships, into the land, into the collective systems of life. And sense yourself as a living conduit within the web of life. With every breath, feel the growing coherence within your system as your inner harmony mirrors the greater web. Allow yourself to be washed by infinite waves of love. And allow this love to flow through you and radiate into all that surrounds you. This is the Christed-Sophia energy, the purest transmission of love and intelligence. Allow it to gently recalibrate every layer of your being and to restore the divine template within you, connected to the infinite fields of intelligence, connected to infinity and eternity. And rest here for a few moments as the web breathes through you, as the mother weaves through you. Experience how this balances the energy in your surroundings and brings divine grace to all those around you. Sense now the crystalline networks of Gaia responding, and witness or experience as the Divine Mother weaves through all of Gaia, through all of Gaia, our galaxy, and beyond. Ley lines are awakening. Original waters are awakening. And ecosystems are coming into balance. And beyond, the galactic connective tissue is responding as you are participating in the restoration of the connective tissue of the cosmos. The web remembers itself through you. This is a complete restoration of the divine template. You are part of the great renewal. Your light is essential. Your heart is known, and your soul signature is a divine blessing to this world. When you are ready, gently begin to return, taking this remembrance with you. You are not only a point of light in the web, you are also the web, aware, alive, and weaving reality in love. Take a few deep breaths in and bring your awareness back to your body, to the place where you are sitting or lying down. Start to feel your fingers, your toes. Start to wiggle your fingers or your toes. Start to stretch a little bit. Become aware of the sounds in your external environment. The smells in your external environment. And slowly, when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Slowly readjust your focus to your outside world and feel the connection between the inner and the outer and how seamless it is. Once again, we wish you a beautiful solstice day. Beautiful inner silence that is available to us this day, the stillness. The gift of the dark and the gift of the light. And we'll see you again next time.
Namaste.
Namaste.